Hello everyone, welcome you to our Astro Science, and today I am back with an important topic. So let us start. Today I will talk regarding the what is Dasa. Dasas are basically the time periods of the planets. Whenever an individual takes birth, the nakshatra on which the moon is transiting at that moment of time will determine the sequence of the dasa in the life of that individual. Now let us suppose a human being has taken birth in Adra Nakshatra. Now every nakshatra is associated with one planet. Now Adra is associated with the planet Rahu. That means the time of birth Rahu Mahadasa was started. Now Dasa has a sequence, Dasa has a scheme, means it has a predetermined sequence, and it is followed in that particular way. Like suppose after the Sun Dasa, Moon Dasa will start. Then Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Ketu, and at last Venus. So this is the sequence. Whenever we talk about the Dasa, the most famous and the most important Dasa system which normally we talk about is the Bimsotri Dasa system, which is a total period of 120 years. Means from whichever planet you start, whenever the Dasa system of all the 9 planets, if we add the time periods, it takes a total of 120 years. So as I was speaking, as soon as the Rahu Mahadasa of that particular individual will end, Jupiter Mahadasa will start, and after the Jupiter Mahadasa, it will be followed by Saturn Mahadasa, and so on it will go on. But what significance it has in Vedic astrology, that is the most important part, because every time we talk about that, whenever the good times go, we are not worried about it. Whenever the hard times comes, that time we are much more worried. We normally go to astrologers, and the most of the times what happens, the astrologers take you can say that they misuse the time period. That time they said that certain dasa will be very malefic for you, or it will destroy your life, or it will bring havoc in your life. Okay, and they make money out of it. The truth is something else. Just imagine that whenever a new dasa comes, the planet where it is sitting in the horoscope, which houses it is ruling, which houses it is aspecting, or which planets it is associated with, everyone is affected. Everyone is interrelated with each other. So until and unless the dasa of the planet comes, how can we say the fructification of the horoscope will come? Because in the horoscope there are many promises to be fulfilled, but until and unless the correct dasa in the correct time it comes, the physical manifestation of those combinations of the planets won't be seen in the lifetime of the native. Like suppose you will see that many people are getting success in the early 20s. They will say that yes, I had a fair amount of education, and now I am getting a job in a multinational company and having great respect in my work environment. I am having a huge amount of financial strength, and everything is good in my life. And again you will see that such certain person, they are getting success in the 40s. They have to wait till their 40s to get the success. That means the correct time period of the planet actually determines that what will happen in your life and what promises are going to be fulfilled. Many a times it also happens that the horoscope is very good. Everything is good about the horoscope, but the dasa sequence is different. The dasa sequence of the exact planets which actually brings the luck, wealth, they have not come in the correct time. So what will happen? The promises will be just in the horoscope. It will not be manifested in the physical life of the human being. So that is the reason it is very important, it is very significant. Because if you understand the significance of the time periods of the planet in Vedic astrology, then only you will be able to predict through the dasas. It is so important that even if the transits of the planet through the houses are proper, still the maximum part of the life will be ruled by the significance of the planets which are which are present in the dasa. For example, somebody is running through Saturn Mahadasa. Whatsoever planets are transiting through the houses, no matter, Saturn will follow its own role. Saturn will bring its own significance in the life of the individual. Now, see, there is a very good thing about it. Whenever we listen, we hear the name of Saturn, Rahu, Mars, Ketu, we normally become very frightened. We normally get engrossed with fear that what will happen to us. See, basically, there is a rule to it. Let us give me an example. For the Taurus and Libra ascendant, Saturn is the Yoga Karaka planet. Means Saturn is the most beautiful planet for those ascendants. So for those people, if Saturn Mahadasa comes at the correct time, they can get all sort of success in their life. Not only that, Saturn is such type of planet which will not give you anything very easy. It will ask you for that hard work, for the hard labor. Until and unless you do that hard work, you are not going to get the result. And it is saying that I will give you the result. You do the hard work, I will give you the result. And that is the time what happens, that people get frightened because people wants the result. They are not ready to give the hard work. So whenever a dasa comes, it brings a different flavor to our life. See, just before the Saturn Mahadasa, there is Jupiter Mahadasa. In the Jupiter Mahadasa, what happens? Jupiter is the Guru. Jupiter actually, it shapes the belief system in us. So whenever the Jupiter Mahadasa runs in our life, it makes sure that whatever we do in our life, it has a correct meaning to it. Something which is good, something which is benefic, something which has a proper higher self-belief system. So you can see that whenever the Jupiter Mahadasa will go on, the person can be very religious at that time. He will have very good attachment with the scriptures. He will be very much attached with the ancient text or religious views or religious rituals. Okay. Now Jupiter also significates luck, fortune, wealth, family. Okay. So what will happen? He or she will get all the benefits from all those houses, because Jupiter significates many houses like second house, fifth house, ninth house, 11th house, and those houses which Jupiter will aspect, those houses will also get activated. So what will happen? The person may feel very extravagant at that moment of time, as if he is in the 7th heaven. So that time what happens? Jupiter actually teaches you that these are the important things which you have to take care, or which you have to have a proper knowledge about. So just after the Jupiter, Saturn Mahadasa comes. Now Saturn is the judge. Saturn will judge you that what you have really learned from the Jupiter Mahadasa. Because in the Jupiter Mahadasa, it is just like that, I am sitting in the couch and I am getting all the benefits of the life. Now Saturn is testing you that what did you do in the Jupiter Mahadasa. Now say Jupiter Mahadasa is of 16 years. It is a very big time. And Saturn Mahadasa is of 19 years. So Saturn will come and Saturn will test you that what have you learned? What wisdom did you get from the Jupiter Mahadasa? Means, have you wasted your time? If you have used your Jupiter Mahadasa in a very correct way, trust me, whatever hardship Saturn will bring in your life and whatever challenges Saturn will bring in your life, you will perform it in a very good way. And trust me, when Saturn gives you the result, it stays for the eternity. So when Saturn is bringing the challenges in its own dasa, if you are performing those challenges in a bold face, means you are not lazy, you are not lethargic. Like suppose you are sleeping late at night and you are waking up late in the morning, and still you are not doing what you should do, what your basic karma is. So what will happen? The same thing will be followed by the karma fall which is given by Saturn. Saturn will give you the same thing which you have done. nothing less, nothing more. That is what the dasa says us. It adds a different flavor to us. And after the Saturn dasa, what comes? Mercury. What happens? Saturn will limit your life. Saturn means restriction. Saturn will take something from you and test whether you are capable of doing something or not. And by the end of the 19 years, by the end of the Saturn Mahadasa, what will happen? Saturn will give you back everything which it has taken. It will give you the karma phal, it will give you the fruits. It will give you the fruits of the hardship which you have taken from that time period. And after the Saturn Mahadasa comes the Mercury. Now see, Mercury is the planet on which brings a jolliness in our life, fun in our life. So everything is this dasa scheme which is said by Maharshi Parasara in the Bimsastri system has a special meaning to it. So whenever we go through a dasa system, don't get afraid, because you see many a times we feel that Venus is a benefic planet, so it will bring good result. Yes, this is a general characteristic that Venus is a good planet and it is a benefic planet. It will bring benefic results in its Mahadasa. But you have to see where the benefic planet that Venus is sitting, which houses the Venus is ruling. That you have to see. Which ascendant are you? Now let us take one beautiful example. Suppose Sun is in the sign of Aries. Now in the sign of Aries, Sun gets exalted. Suppose Sun is in the sign of Aries in the 10th house, which is possible only for the Cancer ascendant. For the Cancer ascendant, Sun is coming to the 10th house of Aries and it is getting the exaltation. It is not only getting the exaltation, it is also getting the directional strength, the brilliant position for Sun. So what you can expect? You can expect that the person will get a very authoritative position in its career, will rise very high in its career. But suppose during the time of that career building, means in the mid-20s till the early 50s, those 30 years are very crucial for that person. And suppose Saturn Mahadasa starts at the age of 25. Now what happens? Saturn rules the 7th and 8th house of the Cancer ascendant people. And from the third aspect, now suppose Saturn is sitting in the 8th house in the sign of Aquarius. It is a small trikona sign. With its third aspect, Saturn will aspect the 10th house where Sun is sitting. So what will happen? It will bring some ups and downs, regular ups and downs in the workplace. Too much agitation with the boss, too much agitation with the workplace. So even if the position of the planets in the 10th house is very good, still since the dasa is not favorable, we are not going to get the result as we expect. So whenever we see the horoscope, the planets which is ruling the dasa at present, if you make that planet as the ascendant, like suppose if Saturn Mahadasa is going on and Saturn is sitting in the 8th house, why not make Saturn the ascendant and check from that where the other planets are sitting? Then you can get a very good result for those years for which the planet is going through the dasa. Like Saturn is for 19 years, then those 19 years you can see that if you make Saturn as the ascendant, you can get a very good clear picture for the life of that ascendant during that time. So what will happen? That time, if Saturn is made the ascendant, Sun will be in the 3rd house. Now Sun is not in the 10th house. Sun is in the 3rd house, exalted. Although 3rd house Sun is very good, but still it is not in the 10th house now. So you have to check in this way. Another thing is important that whenever we look at the dasa, we have to also see that where the planet is sitting. Like suppose you are running through the dasa of 9th lord. Now 9th lord actually signifies luck, fortune. Now where the 9th lord is sitting, that is most important. You have to see the 9th lord is sitting in a good position or 9th lord is sitting in a very difficult position. what is the position of ninth lord in the Navamsa chart. Everything will be determined when the dasa will come, because all those results you are going to get. And trust me, if the planets are present in a very good dignity, then when the dasa will come, dasa will bring very good result. Like suppose if a planet is in a exaltation, when the exalted planet dasa will come, it will give good result. It may happen that the planet is sitting in a difficult position, but still, since it is in a happy state, since it is in exaltation position, it will bring some good result. Similarly, if a planet is in debilitations, and if a planet is in a pap kartari yoga, means it is hemmed between two malefics, not in a good dignity, under malefic aspects, when the dasa of that planet will come, it will bring difficult times, it will bring the hardships. See, the rule is simple. Where the planets will sit in your horoscope, that is decided by Saturn for everyone. Saturn actually decides where your sun will sit, where your moon will sit, where your Jupiter will sit. That means during your birth, which dasa will run and which dasa will end till your life ends, everything is decided by Saturn, because Saturn will give you the result for your karma fal, for your past life also. It is not like that everything is good in your life. No. It is a mixture. It is it is a flavor. So it may happen that you start with Rahu Mahadasa, then followed by Jupiter, then followed by Saturn, Mercury. It goes on and everything. So it is decided by Saturn actually, basically. So what happens whenever a dasa comes, it is required that we follow our karma, we do our basic work related to that planet. We have to respect the significations of that planet. Then only what will happen, we are going to get the good result. Trust me, whenever a dasa comes, no dasa or no planet wants difficult time in our life. No planet is our enemy. Even if it is bringing some challenges in our life, why you are taking it as a challenges, why you are taking it as a struggle or hardship? Just think that it is teaching us a lesson in order to purify us. See, diamond cannot shine without rubbing it. Gold cannot shine until and unless it goes past through the fire. In order to shine in the life, you have to pass through the hardships. If you work more on your struggles and challenges, you will see that you are perfect in your work. For example, suppose you don't like a work and still you are performing that job 10,000 times. So who can be more perfect than you? Maybe you don't like the work, but you have performed that work 10,000 times. Just imagine, when you start the work for that particular type of work, you can be a philosopher for that. You can teach other people that what not to do and what to do regarding those. That is what dasa teaches us. See, this is a different kind of definition which I am telling now. Normally what happens that we talk about the Mahadasa, Antardasa, but the truth is each of the planets are bringing their own significations and they are teaching us some lessons. So whenever a dasa will come, try to check that what position the planet is sitting in your horoscope, which houses it is ruling, what other planets are associated with that planet, what other houses are associated. Those houses and those planets and those planetary combinations will be activated. For example, you are going through a Raj Yoga. That means Raj Yoga was associated with that planet. That is the reason you are getting the benefits of that Raj Yoga. Like suppose suddenly your Venus Mahadasa started and you started to earn in millions. That means Venus was in a very good position in your horoscope. The planets which are associated with the Venus or the houses which are associated with the Venus was in a very good dignity and harmony. That is the reason you got the results in a very good and beneficial way. So you have to check how the planets are sitting, what is the dignity, what is the ascendant, and if you are not getting the result, try to make the planet whose Mahadasha is going on as the ascendant. You will get the result, definitely you will get the result. So by this I will end this video, and next time when I come back I will try to bring a new and important and interesting video for you, all of you. And if you like this video, then press the like button, press the subscribe button, and also press the notification bell icon, so that every time I make a new video I get notified instantly. And obviously if you want help from me, if you want the consultation, personal consultation from me, then I will put the link below in the description section. You can click on the link. So till the next time, I'm signing off for today. Bye bye.